Your match officials, ladies and gentlemen, Alan Thornhill and Dan Blewett, and your marker for the singles will be Catherine Bonsall. All that remains for me to say to the players is, have a good game. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Richard Maddison, our MC and presenter for this event, and welcome to the 2023 NatWest International Island Games and the Indoor Bowls, the finals day, singles and pairs, an all Guernsey party, as we've been saying all day. So I shall let you know the details of the players in the pairs, but we're focusing on the singles. And the singles is between husband and wife, Ian Merrion and Ali Merrion MBE. 14 sports with 2,000 competitors, and the tagline of the games is bringing islands together. It's been a fantastic 5 days here at the Indoor Bowls Club in Guernsey. We've had some great team spirit off the rink. Everybody's been getting on so well, some good laughs. Everybody's really competitive when they go on the rink. But off the rink, it's all been good times all round. Smiles, cups of tea, brews. There's a well-stocked bar as well, so a few drinks. Oh, and Ali has started the way she finished her game against Michael Riv, who, incidentally, for those of you that are interested, is walking away with the bronze medal here. So just to let you know how the final tables finished for this singles. In Group A, Guernsey, Ian Merrion finished on 12 points. He won all his games. So he's playing in the gold and silver medal game here. And Bermuda got the bronze. And in the B group, well, you saw it. A humdinger of a game between Jersey's Michael Reeve and Guernsey's Ali Merrion MBE. Ali won that game, so she topped the table with 5 wins out of 5. And Riv, as he likes to be called, got the bronze. So Riv's got the bronze in the triples and in the singles, so he walks away with 2 medals. Ali Merrion won the gold in the triples. Now, which other medal is she going to walk away with? Will it be 2 golds or will it be gold and silver? The only person in her way from picking up 2 golds is her husband. I'm really looking forward to this game. Both aggressive players, so it'll be an interesting game. Both have got big drives. I know at home Ian's got on the mantelpiece an award for managing to split a jack a few weeks ago with a drive. So surrounded by Merrions, here I am. We were saying it was a murmuring of Merrions. We were trying to work out what a collective noun would be for a group of Merrions. I'm joined again in the production area by Josh Merrion, who's been doing a cracking job. He did a cracking job of eating jelly babies earlier as well. We did a whole packet between us. It was marvellous. So, last game. Once more with feeling, they say, Josh. Great ball from Ian there. Ian actually played on rink 2 earlier in the day. Ali was over on rink 5. It'll be a very interesting evening. Because over on rink 5, if you want to go onto the pairs streaming, we will join it once this singles final finishes. But over in the pairs, you've got, remembering it's an open pairs. Oh, cracking ball from Ali there. She's quite determined out there. In the open pairs, the final there is all Guernsey as well. We've got the youngest player in the bowls tournament here, Brad Lenori, who's skipping Josh Bonsall, who's actually one of the chief organisers of the indoor bowls here at the NatWest International Island Games. And they're playing against Rose Ogia and Shirley Petit. Now, that name, going back to the triples, she's also a gold medal winner here already. She played number 2 to Ali Merian in the triples. So she's looking to add to her medals tally with the gold, but guaranteed a silver. So first end to Ali Merian. She takes 2 shots. The marker on this rink is Catherine Bonsall. Had a lot of achievements this last week as Catherine. She was the water carrier at the opening ceremony for Guernsey. It was a great honour to be asked to do that from the indoor bowls. We know from experience of bowls across other events that sometimes we get second glanced at. Good ball from Ian there. And to get the honour of carrying the water, each island here, all 24 islands, bring a sample of their water from around the island, and it's all poured into a water feature that runs for the entirety of the games. She then went on to win gold in the open triples, and now she's been selected from the umpires and markers that have been here this week, and she's a brand new umpire to mark the final. What an honour that is. So Guernsey TV's here as well, no doubt, wanting to pick up some shots of all the players. Got Guernsey Radio here as well. I bet there's not many of the sports on offer here. 14 sports in this games that have got 2 finals that are all Guernsey going on at the same time. Straight after this, of course, we'll have the awards ceremony and our indoor bowls closing ceremony. The actual games finishes tomorrow evening. We're one of the games that have gone over 5 days, but we do actually finish with these 2 games tonight, so let's see how these go. So Ian trotting up after this, just overplayed it. They both play with Drake's Pride size 4 bowls. These are both their fine line sets. Ali is sponsored by Drake's Pride, so has plays a lot with the professionals, to be honest, but this surface is running about 17 seconds, so she's finding her fine lines better for it. And look at that, another superb bowling. I hope these two don't fall out afterwards, lest I'll worry about my breakfast in the morning, as we're staying with Ali and Ian while we're over here. I just said, in all the years that I've commentated, in all the training I've done to commentate, it's probably the first time I don't need bios on players. Ian going big. Watch this for a hammer, folks. Oh, I think something's just disturbed him. He's had to drop the bowl. That's a shame. Experienced enough, Ian. Played a lot of international stuff, Commonwealth Games, World Championships. Experienced enough to step back. Here we go again. Winding up for the hammer. in the area, close. Oh, got a result. Might have turned the green ball out. Did ask Catherine Bonsall if she wanted shin pads with these two playing against each other, both big strikers. 1 to Ian Merrion. Of course, Ali's profile was won many world titles, British Isles titles. Has been Guernsey's ladies indoor champion 20 times, which is absolutely amazing with the quality of players that play here. Ian very experienced in travelling overseas to the big events, like I say, represented Guernsey in the WIBC Championships, or IIBC Championships as they're now known, in Australia earlier on in the year. And interestingly enough, while we're on that point, Ali is the president of the IIBC, and she announced at our opening ceremony that we will be the hosts of the singles and the mixed pairs IIBC World Championships in April. So get yourselves booked, come on over to Guernsey. It's a fantastic place, beautiful countryside, wonderful beaches. Or if you can't, we will be live streaming a lot of the games as well.
Just over 2 feet. Yes. Also just over 2.
I think Ali's just holding the one. Sometimes our camera angles can be deceiving. I think it's just the one shot there. Ian's having a really good look at this head. He does play the aggressive game. 24 islands here, playing in 14 sports, all part of the International Island Games Association. Normally I say the differential in population, thousands for each country, but if I just tell you Guernsey's is 60 odd, then that should be covering all the games involved here. The largest island involved in our indoor bowls is Jersey. They've got 103,000 to give you a comparison between Jersey and Guernsey. Ian down the forehand. I think he was looking about doing a trail shot, but opted for the draw. Fantastic to see that all these tournaments are open tournaments, and in all 3 finals we've ended up with a women's side and a men's side, which just proves how equal the game can be, because they've all had to come through group stages. It wasn't a women's group and a men's group, it was mixed groups. 6 rinks here at the Guernsey Indoor Bowls Stadium. You can get a cup of coffee. It's free entry to come and have a look. If you're on the island and have got a spare couple of hours. One shot to Ali Merrion there. Takes a 3-1 lead after 3 ends. Also, we've got a well-stocked bar upstairs. And a great viewing gallery upstairs as well. You can see right across the rinks from upstairs. I think I shall be sad when this day's over because it's been great meeting. I've been adopted by Ynys Môn, which is otherwise known as Anglesey, and adopted by the Falkland Islands. You couldn't be more polar opposites. Orkneys, I've had some great chats with the lads from Orkneys because in 2 years' time we actually go to Orkney for the games. It'll be outdoor bowls there. They've got a fantastic bowl set up. But they have asked if I fancy a trip to Orkney for that, to help them out up there. And then in another 2 years, so in 4 years' time, it'll be at Ynys Môn, Anglesey, where they play crown green bowls. And they have submitted crown green bowls as one of their options. And interestingly enough, I thought they might have struggled with that. I thought a few of the nations would have said, oh no, we don't play that. But it's been surprising how many of the islands here have said, oh, we'll have a go at that, we'll try it. If we're passing through Lancashire, we'll have a go. Cheshire. Can even go down as far as Birmingham for crown green. So, needless to say, the 2 players out here, Ian and Ali, they've both had a go at crown green when they've stayed with me over in Lancashire. They've had a go on a huge green in Wigan called Garswood Hall. You could fit this indoor rink on Garswood Hall at least 4 times, if not 4 and a bit. Ali's strike did not make it from corner to corner, to give you an idea how big of a green it is. So, these NatWest International Island Games, very popular. Mini version of the Commonwealth Games is the way that Alan Thornhill, Umpy, called it. And of course, we have 4 of the world's best officials here. In fact, in some humble opinions, i.e. mine, the 4 best world officials. And tonight we have Dan Blewett and Umpy himself, Alan Thornhill, chief of all the umpires. And we also have Mike Davies and birthday boy Francis Fletcher. Francis has disappeared from the arena now as his good lady wife has come over, flying over tonight to celebrate his birthday, and they're having a weekend break over here. Now Ian, it needs to start swooping now. Oh, the way that this is set up, I think Ian might have a dabble at this with his next bowl if Ali doesn't change it. Over on rink 5, the Guernsey men team have taken a 5-0 lead. Yeah, good bowl that from Ali. Knows her husband well enough to know that he tends to play an aggressive game. A positive game, some would say. He'll certainly be reaching this. Don't know whether he'll bring out the hammer or just play a timer. Hammer's coming out. Here we go, going fast. He looks in the target area. He's very close. Oh, what a great result he's got there. Good job Ali covered that back bowl, or she'd have been 2 down. I'm getting a pretty pattern on my scorecard here. Ian's winning the ends coming towards the spectators, and Ali's winning the ends going towards the scoreboard. It's hard for both of them here, really, so it's quite equal in tough mental state, because obviously they're playing each other. It's never easy. Added to that, they've both just come off games. Ian's was quite a one-sided game for him. He played well, but he felt he hadn't played that well. And on the other reverse, Ali has had a really tough game against Riv from Jersey. It's the third time bowls has been in the games, indoor bowls that is. Back in 1987 when the Island Games was held in Guernsey, and then 18 years ago in Shetland. Sheffield would struggle to be an island, wouldn't it? But, in Shetland. And 18 years ago, the winner of the then segregated ladies singles was Ali Merian. Before she got her MBE, that was. MBE for services to bowls. And the men's champion was another Guernsey player, Paul Ingruel. He is currently one of our stewards, but he's also part of the organising committee. I did rib him. I said, why haven't you got out to try and defend your title? He said, I didn't make myself available for selection. But I can see him, I think, in the corner of our screen there at the door, taking everything in. Does a lot of work here, does Paul, for learning disabilities. I myself do quite a lot of work for learning disabilities, work for Special Olympics as their competition manager for indoor bowls, and also I run an international series for them. So it was great to see Paul's learning disabilities athletes here. They were part of the medal ceremony for the triples, and I believe they're part of the medal ceremony today for the singles and pairs. Truly is a sport for all.
He's close, but I favour 2 down.
So Catherine says close, but favours 2 down. Catherine was highly honoured to be selected as the best of the markers that have been here this week to mark the final with everything else she's had on. She was a bit nervous to begin with, but we all gave her the confidence to say, look, you've done a great job, you can do this. Oh, Ian, perfect line. Ian doesn't want to be playing too many runners early on. Doesn't want to lose his pace for drawing, and that can happen. Just the draw, Ian. Get your weight. Stick on just the draw. Now, what's your pace like? Oh, he's undergreened it as well. A lot of the games that Ali plays in at the PBA, etc., 2 sets of 7 or 9 ends and a tie break. Whereas this game, 21 up or 2.5 hours. Bell due to go at 20:21. Oh, she's short again. Interesting. 2 shots. 5-2 up. They both practice a lot together as well. Ali will openly say it's the fact that they play so many open events over here and open leagues that it's playing against the stronger players in her early days that's got her to be the bowler that she is, how strong she is and how she plays a very positive game. So the umpires are being called on to just check the length of this. 23 metres it has to be from the jack to the front of the mat. Must be 23 metres. Great opening bowl there from Ali. You'll know that this is Ali's tactic. He's watched enough of her playing. Close here. Close here. What a great reply, Ian Merrion. All Ian's brothers still play. He has 2 brothers, they both play, and all 3 brothers have been very instrumental in this streaming setup. Got one of the brothers' sons, Ian's nephew, sat next to me here, Josh. But it's been a very Merrion affair setting up this streaming. And they've done a fantastic job, in my opinion, with the facilities that they had and were given and managed to make up themselves. But both brothers still bowl as well. And he's been the director and treasurer of Guernsey Indoor Bowls Association for 12 years. Understands facts and figures and finances better than anybody else I know, does Ian? He's been to 4 Commonwealth Games. So while most people know Ali Merrion for her achievements, Ian sometimes goes under the radar as to exactly how much he's achieved. It's one of Ian's nieces that's running the streaming over on Rink 5 as well, so I'm definitely surrounded by Merrions. Close here. Doesn't want to tickle the jack. It's not gone to a bad home. Ali's kind of looking for the similar sort of bowl down the forehand. Oh, she doesn't like that. That's definitely the body language of Ali. Doesn't think that's any good. She needs to swoop back to get this jack and tuck it behind. Do you know, it doesn't look that bad to me. Wow. Yeah, that was a terrible bowl, Ali. Oh gosh, I shall pick on her later for that one. Hasn't got shot, but it's certainly set up in a good place, bless her. She's turning into Shirley Petit. Shirley Petit over on rink 5. She's as bad. Bowls a bowl, turns her back on it, front toucher. Ian down the backhand now, just trying to play to reach his own bowl through because he's got the back bowl as well. Oh, it nearly went out the head. It's one of those, fortune favours the brave, they say. But again, it's Ian Merrion that's won in the direction of the spectators. As I mentioned before, it's the third time that indoor bowls has been included in the games, and in fact it's the third time that Guernsey has hosted the games. The first island to host the games 3 times. Fantastic opening ceremony down in St Peter Port on Saturday night. All the athletes, all 2,000 of them walking along the front. Good party atmosphere to start the games. Not a bad opener there from Ian. Just finished about 10 inches short. The way that Ali's playing, that's not enough. Oh, she's dropped that one short. Now Ian, you pile a bit of pressure back on. Good here. Piece of the jack as well. See Catherine Bonsall just marking that with some chalk. That means if it goes in the back ditch within the side confines of the rink, so that's in the ditch behind the head, it would stay live. It's only if a bowl goes out of the side confines does it become a dead bowl. Ian's big into running as well. Oh, as if on cue, he's decided to have a little run after that bowl. I was meaning more outdoor running. And who wouldn't be on an island like Guernsey? There again, in fact, Catherine Bonsall, who's marking this game, she's lost a load of weight over the last year and a half. Got married 4 weeks ago-ish to Josh Bonsall, who's playing in the pairs final on rink 5. And when I asked her how she'd managed to lose all her weight, she said, well, I started running. Close here, needs to run. I think it could still be 2. Ali also started running a few years back. One of the things that we always talk about is it is a sport for all, but when you pass sort of your 35, 40s, you need to keep as fit as you can to stay mentally alert as well, because it's a very mentally draining game. And the fitter you are physically, the better you are to stay mentally alert. And of course, like days like today where you're playing 3 or 4 games, sometimes that can last a couple of hours, got to be fit enough to do that as well. Down the backhand for Ali here. Close. Very close. Get some sort of connection. Oh, it didn't need to. Just draw a shot then, Ali. So again, Ali's won in the direction of the scoreboard. As I've been marking my book with scores, I've tended to just recycle the card afterwards. But this one I might actually keep, because I shall waft it at Ali and Ian over a glass of wine and say, look at that, one of you scored going one way, one of you scored going the other. Ali's changed the mat here, she's probably noticed it herself. Still gone not full length, mid length, a couple of yards up with the mat, a couple of yards down with the jack. If you can't stay with us, you'll get all the news and results on the NatWest International Island Games website or on the Bowls Guernsey Indoor Bowls page. We've also got a Facebook page with news and interviews, and Bowls International have been giving us some great daily coverage here. We also get pieces in Inside Bowls and all the international press. We've had coverage in America and Canada and South Africa for it all, which has been superb. Good bowl, Ian. Now Ali, just giving up.
Gap of about 4 inches.
4-inch gap. Repeat delivery, Ian. Tell you what, all 4 bowls are in a line. They've all got the land correctly. Ali trotting up after this one. Oh, she's short again. That's not usual, Ali. Just smooth delivery, Ian Merrion. It's never really changed over the years. He's had ankle problems in the past. Ali's had elbow problems, had tennis elbow for a while. And but Ian's always remained a lovely smooth delivery. Now there's no target to play out here, so it's all about just trying to change your weight. Looks down a good line again. Oh, better here. If it hasn't got shot, it's got second bolt. Always like a game of chess, bowls. Where do you position your bowls? What's the percentage bowl to play? If you fancy having a go at bowls, Guernsey Indoor have started doing a Tuesday night come and have a bowl session at 7 o'clock, 7 till 9. Great social game, great competitive game. A lot of players come into bowls young, but a lot of players come into bowls after a sport has finished for them, either because of injury or because of age. And they like bowls because it keeps them mentally and physically alert. Well, he's trotting up after this. A little tuck on the jack. Oh, he might have turned that in. He's turned it in. That's the first end Ali's won playing in this direction. We've had a couple of younger players here this week that have come from, one came from a football background, was a goalkeeper but got injured, so swapped to bowls, and one was a rugby player that got an injury and wanted to remain competitive in a sport. Rugby was going to be his career, his life, and one accident, and now he's playing bowls, and he's playing bowls superb. Luke Leswet from Jersey. So again, we've gone for that. Matt, a couple of spots up. Jack, a couple of spots down. The mid-range of the rink. Great opening bowl from Ali there. So much press interest in whether this was going to be the final of the singles over the last week, and people asking who did we think was going to win, and the initial answer to that was they've got to get there first, win the group first. Both successfully did that, so guaranteed a silver medal and a gold medal in the Merrion House tonight. That was a bit fortuitous.
Ali's about 6 inches through.
He needs to just adjust his pace here. Ali trotting up after this bowl. All on its pace. Might have just given up.
Yeah, just one.
Close here, Ian. Very close. What a great bowl. Big decision here for Ali, actually, because if she plays through at it, Ian's got the two better bowls at the back, so she's got to guarantee to stay with it because Ian's still got a bowl to come after that. But she could just remove Ian's bowl. So playing it down the backhand here. Just trying to reach Ian's bowl. Tip it out. Looks close. Looks very close. Oh, she's got it perfect. I couldn't have written that script. She got it perfect. Now, Ian, can you do two shy? You need to turn the jack through now. I think there was just a smile between them there as they passed. Both uber competitive though. Both will want dearly to win this gold. Oh, playing a runner. Now, need to get some connection. Got one away. Again, we've said before, it's all on choice of shot and what you feel confident playing. I think I'd have been tempted to just reach into that. Rather than play too far over. But that's another 2 shots to Ali. 9-3 she leads against Ian. The Battle of the Merions. Meanwhile, over on the Battle of the Pairs game, the men's team are winning 5-3 after 6 ends, so still a close game that as well. I'm just dropping short with this lead bowl. Chance for Ian. Oh, looks down a good line here. What's his pace like? Just gonna foot through. Well, Ali, have you adjusted your pace? Over adjusted, I think. Got to remember that both these players have just come off playing a game prior to this, a little bit of a break in between. For Ali, it was only about half an hour, whereas Ian got a good hour and a half break. Looks good here. Close from Ali. Rests Ian's. Oh, it's just short for what she wanted. Catherine just signalling it was still 1 to Ian. Always handy when you've got a marker, especially a marker that you can trust for judgment at the top end of a rink. Often means you don't have to visit the head, but you are allowed to visit the head. Close here, Ian. Sit off your own bowl. What a great bowl. Oh, Ali will reach into this. She's got best back. It's set up as a target. Even if she gets her own bowl that's close to the head, it'll punch on to Ian's bowl. Just has to decide how much weight she's going with. You'll know with the decision as soon as she steps on the mat. Going big. Well, can it hold on to that line? Wow. Wow, that missed by nothing. A cat's whisker, that missed by. I bet the jack felt the breath of wind as that ball flew past it. So chance free in here to get a count. Holding 2. Close here. Just reached. 2 shots. Ali leads 9-5 after 10 ends. As I mentioned before, Catherine Bonsal's got so many hats she has to wear with these events. Most of us that are involved in the organising of the event have. I'm doing the commentary, but I'm also doing the press for the event and media. And after the triples final, I ended up being a bodyguard as well, because the media frenzy that happened after the final of the triples needed coordinating, let's say. So long tapes coming out again. So the jack comes back for Ali to set the mark, set the length. Ian will play his first bowl to it. All on pace. Looking good. Not a bad opener at all. Ali following it down the backhand. Seems to be the rink that the players are most happy with all 4 hands. Rink 5 seems to have a tricky hanging area on rink 6 side.
Half a bowl in front.
Now what can you say? Just played superb for the last 5 days. it's a bit wide, needs to finish. Yeah, Ali's been instrumental in the winning of the gold medal for the triples. And Catherine Bonsall and Shirley Petit certainly backed her up. Both played very well in the final for her. Didn't leave her having to do a lot, but when she had to do something, she certainly did. Very dangerous when her back's against the wall because her positive play can get her out of trouble more times than it doesn't. Ian and Ali play pairs a lot together as well, so I know sometimes Ian leads and sometimes Ali leads. It's depends on the day and the event. Now Ian, trotting down after this one. Close. Oh, it might go. Oh, I thought he was going to get straightened up off Ali's bolt. It must be hard work if you're from Guernsey out there, knowing who to support. Because the pairs game looks very tight. The men are just winning 10-3 at the moment. It looks like there's some really good bowls going down. Well, Ali. Just the one. Hits double figures. 10-5 up. Ali, Mary and MBE, if you're just joining us at the indoor bowls, the finals of the singles and the pairs, both open competitions. 14 sports, 2,000 competitors and a tagline of bringing islands together. The friendly games. Absolutely fantastic atmosphere. So many new friends made, so many new contacts made. We go to Orkney for the International Island Games in 2 years' time. And then 2 years after that it's Onismont, which, if you're looking at your map, if you look for a tiny island off the north coast of Wales, on some maps it'll say Anglesey. They play crown green bowls there. I'm adopted with them because that's my closest island to where I live in sunny Lancashire. I believe it was sunny today as well for a change. Good ball, Ali. Coming well here.
One down. 2 balls in front.
But if you can't stay with us, get the news and results off our websites or the NatWest International Island Games Guernsey website. But hopefully you can stay with us this evening for these 2 exciting finals. An all Guernsey lineup. There was only Michael Reeve from Jersey, like to be called Riv, that could spoil the Guernsey party, and he didn't. He had a heck of an effort to try. Great game of bowls between him and Ali, but Ali came out victor. Oh, I think she might have just rolled Ian's bowl in there. She's got the back edge of it. Ian down the forehand here. Chasing after it. Is it just going to get inside? No. Just ran through, but it's in a good home because it means that Ali can't be too aggressive at it. Doesn't want to take her own bowl out. Something similar to a last bowl. Just get a little edge off her own bowl or turn her own bowl sideways. Not a lot of change from a last bowl. Decided to play it down off the... I was going to say decided to play it down off the backhand, but a little bit of a disturbance. There's a lot of people coming into bowls to watch, to have a look at the game, or know that there's a final on, that there's a Guernsey representative in, and perhaps sometimes they just walk behind the rink when a player's set on the mat ready to play. Well, down a good line. Can it make the trip? It looks to just be pulling up. Yeah, just pulled up. Now Ian, do you risk this? Yeah, if he gets a bowl where he's just placed his foot there, could sit Ali's sideways. If he goes through, he could touch the jack through as well. What he doesn't want to do is get the outside edge of Ali's bowl. So he'll be down the forehand. 2 or 3 chances down there. Like I say, what he doesn't want to do is get the outside edge of Ali's bowl, but it's a huge chance for counting a 3 or a 4 here, and he's got to take it. Down the forehand. Oh, he's chasing after it. He's looking at it. Big chances, Ian. Close. Oh, wow. Well, he'd have got the right side of the bowl if he'd have got it there as well. Sometimes you wonder where there was a gap for the bowl to go through. So Ali leads against her husband Ian, 10-6 after 11 ends. And interestingly enough, the score over on rink 5 is 10-6 to the men's team against the women's team. An all Guernsey evening. A lot of bowls been played this week. A lot of games to play to actually earn your right to be here in the final. So Ali down the backhand here. Ian's led about 2 feet short. Good bowl. Still plenty of room for Ian. Big deal, the 2023 NatWest International Island Games for everybody on Guernsey. Lots of people, but a lot of effort in. I know from the effort that's been put into organising the indoor bowls, if there's 13 other sports, similar effort will have been put in. I know some other sports have got live streaming. We were the first sport to announce we were going to do live streaming with commentary. I know we're getting lots of positive comments from other sports who've listened into our commentary and our
Very
streaming. We're streaming 2 rinks.
Yeah.
Both finals are being streamed. We're streaming rink 2, which is the open singles final, and rink 5, which is the open pairs final. Ian swapping to the forehand. Good ball there. Might have made second as well. Could be holding 2. Close here from Ali. 6 Ian's out. There's lots of walking around the head now happening. Come on, somebody give us an indication which is shot. Catherine having a look now. Nice to have a pair of young eyes looking. He's bringing out the hammer. Here we go. Going big. Looking for the jack through. Oh, he's on target. Oh, wow. He's frightened the jack again. That's twice where he's missed the jack by absolutely nothing. To not even get a piece off one of the short bowls back onto the jack. If you've got that sort of shot in your armoury or in your toolbox, as some would say. But to miss that by nothing was very unfortunate. But it does mean that Catherine and Ali obviously think that that Ali is actually holding shot. And if that's the case, that's second. Yep, 2 shots. Oh, calling measures. This is interesting. Oh, Dan Blewett is getting more airtime. I said at the beginning of this commentary last Sunday, what we should have done was had a tally as to how many times an umpire measured on the streaming rink. And I think Dan Blewett's measured more than any other umpire on the streaming rink. I don't know whether you get an extra toffee for that or an award of a bag of chocolates or more TV time means more publicity. I don't know, but I'm sure it's Dan Blewett. Going back to the red bowl now. Three shots to Ali. I hate to tell you, but my pattern's working again. Ian winning in one direction and Ali the other. So 13-6. Score to Ali Marion over on the pairs final. The men are leading 10-7. The women have really come back into this game. Good start from Ali.
Perhaps about 7-8 inches. Through, yeah.
Close here. Great track. What's your pace like? Oh, excellent reply. Again, down a good track on this backhand. She can just rest Ian's bowl. Just short. She'll be disappointed in that because there was a couple of chances down that hand. Now it's a chance for Ian to tuck it away. Tight line. Gone to a good home. Close here. Just needs to run. The weather here in Guernsey this last week has been very good. Bit of wind on a couple of the days, but remarkable temperature difference to UK weather. Close here, Ian. He's trotting up after it. Sits that bowl. Well played. Might still just be the one. Again, hard to tell from our camera angles. Down the backhand again, just looking to rest. Shot bowl, sit back, or a little touch on the jack. Perfect draw, and she's come up with so many of them over the last 5 days. Just drop short with that. Trotting after it again. Normally thinks he likes it when he's trotting after a bowl. It looks down a great line, this. Well now, can he get a piece of the green bowl? Sit it back down. Oh, he's looking to sit it back down. He's actually watching his watch because he can give a bowl so long. Umpire, Pete Alan Thornhill's watching it as well. If it sits back and rests Sally's out, it could be 3 shots. It's not moving. You'd have thought the weight with a size 4 would have sat down. It's being chocked now. Time's up. Just went to see what would have happened if it had have sat down. So 2 shots to Ian Merrion. Makes the score 13-8. A loose bowl there from Ian, and I'm sure Ali will make the most of the space that he's given it. Yeah, beating it. Looks decent here, Ian. Well, that's finished well. Ali just needs 2 feet in a last. It's not often I commentate on a game where I don't actually need a player profile for either player. Know them both so well. Never commentated on Ian though. Commentated on Ali numerous times. Just having a bit of a look at the real-time scoring that's appearing in front of us, and if you are looking at the real-time scoring, I don't think it's right at the moment. Hopefully the score actually on the scoreboard that I've got here is 13-8 to Ali. Oh, it's just corrected itself. Oh, we're alright. I was getting a bit worried then. I thought I'd perhaps gone to sleep for a couple of ends and missed 2 ends. It's still tight over on the pairs final. It's 10-8 to Josh Bonsall and Brad Lenori against Rose Ogier and Shirley Petit. Ali's just finishing short. It could be 2 shots to Ian. Oh, perhaps the real-time scoring was thinking ahead an end. Or perhaps it's just been a long 5 days. And do you know what the worst is? For the 5 days that we've been indoors, or 6 days that we've been indoors at the event, setting up and etc., it's been lovely weather outside. And tomorrow, when we have a day off, it's supposed to absolutely chuck it down. Just my luck. Now, Ian. Playing it down the backhand. Just wants to slip past Ali's bowls. It's not going to make it. Well, if she has 3/3, she might think about running at this. That's me assuming that it's 2 down here, and again our camera angles can be deceiving. But there's a few chances down this forehand if she plays a reaching bowl. Just how much weight does she want to go with? Yep, going big. Always rocks back on the right foot if she's going big. Here we go. Oh, it looks in the area. And that's what I mean about it not being too dangerous to play that shot. She's taken 2 of her bowls away, but not 3. It's actually only 1 shot to Ian as well, so... Score 9-13 now. And all the volunteers are in these bright green, lime green shirts, and when we first initially saw the picture of them online we thought, oh gosh, that's an interesting colour, but genuinely it's been good because you can spot a volunteer. So if you need any help or assistance, spot somebody in a green shirt, and technically they're there to be able to advise you. I did have somebody stop me outside the other day to ask road directions. I was in a little bit of trouble with that until I found somebody else with a green shirt. I do know the island very well, having visited it loads of times, but to give somebody directions, I didn't really want to entrust myself with that. I remember volunteering at the Special Olympics indoor bowls in Stirling for the anniversary games, and I was competition manager at that event, and it was pink. The colour was pink. Everybody was pink. And then they called myself and my deputy manager into the office, and we got navy blue in tartan. And I felt sorry for all these volunteers that were in pink. A lot of the gentlemen were not too keen on the colour. And there was I in navy blue. But it is good when you have a volunteer's colour that stands out. Something nice and bright, smiley type colour. Well, Ali and Ian having a good game here. Ian's just on the front foot at the moment, but he isn't at this end. Yeah, Ali just asking if there's any gap between her bowl and the jack. Catherine says a small gap. If your bowl is actually touching the jack and you tap it at all, the jacks will spring out. So Ali's not wanting to touch her bowl. She doesn't want to spring the jack. What an excellent bowl. She couldn't have walked up and placed that better. Down the forehand for Ian, needs to just get the right pace here. Otherwise he could be looking down the 3 shots down. Oh, he hasn't. Oh, big chance for Ali for 3 here. That would make a significant lead on the scoreboard for her. And the way she's playing, I wouldn't like to bet against it. Never guaranteed. Oh, close here. Yeah. The way Ali's been playing, I'd say you wouldn't have bet against that. 3 shots. 16-9 the lead now. Five shots between Ali Merry and MBE and another gold medal at her home NatWest International Island Games. And also defending a title from 18 years ago. And she was now but a pup. Talking about ages, Ian's got a big birthday coming up in a couple of weeks. I think it's just after we go home, so we couldn't stay longer to help him celebrate, but and then Ali's got the same sort of big birthday the year after. 21, that is, of course. Twice and had a few.
2 feet in front.
Decent.
Looks good here. Excellent bowl, Ian. Made the trip. Watching it. In the area. Little touch on the jack. We didn't get the touch on the jack.
Holding 1.
Well, Ian doesn't want to do any damage. Don't think you need to change too much, Ali. Doesn't need to change an awful lot. Was very unlucky to not just get a little tickle on the jack with her last ball. She turned her back on that one. Perfect weight. Ian just looking to get inside Ali's last ball. It's in the area. Oh, it might have turned it in, you know. One shot to red. Ian gets to 10 again. The winning in opposite directions. Ali leads 16-10 in this final of the Open Singles in the Indoor Bowls in the 2023 NatWest International Island Games. Well, Ian's led very well, just that Ali's converted it just like this. It might not have got shot, but it's setting up the head very well for Ali. Lady that just walked past had a puffin. It just reminded me to mention we have a mascot called Jet the Puffin that's been the mascot of the games. He bobbed in to see us on Sunday, named after Jetu, the island that's just off Guernsey. Everybody's walking around with puffin t-shirts and little puffin toys. Some great merchandising involved in this game. Loads of t-shirts and shirts and jackets and caps and bags and you name it.
Just one down, yeah.
So Ali, down the forehand. Close. Nearly got it off a wicked edge there. Well, Alan Thornhill came on to measure there. 2 shots to Ali. She's now within 3 shots of picking up that second gold this week. Leads 18-10. Sorry for that little interlude with the internet as well. What a time for it to have a bit of a gremlin appear. Anyway, we're back with you now. 18-10. The other game's really close still as well. Josh and Brad are leading 12-8 against Rose and Shirley. So Ian, got to do a big comeback here. Need to try and score 11 shots before Ali scores 3, and that could be one of them. Down a good line again. Similar pace to your last, Ian. Needs to just get past that front bowl. Down the forehand again for Ian here. Needs a slight adjustment. He's got time here to get another shot in. Needs to be making up this deficit. I think this might just be running through. Could get 2, yeah, just stopped in. No, Ali. Still a bit of room there for you. Down this backhand. Get to shot bowl. Just rest off it. Oh, looks down a good track here. Looks down an excellent track. Well, Ali's bowled a really good bowl there, but Ian's still got the shot to possibly tuck that away. Trotting up after it. Looks down a good line. Can it get a piece of the jack? What a great bowl, Ian Marion. What a great bowl. Thoroughly deserved that too. Still back to winning every other end. So it should be Ali's turn to win this next end if the card pattern is running true. He had a bit of a swap in the middle where Ali won a couple of ends on the trot. Well, I don't think Ali will leave that space. Good bowl.
Goal and a half. Yard.
Oh, 3 golds on offer tonight and 3 silvers, and all 6 medals go to Guernsey. It's just who picks which colour up. Ali Marion MB has already got a gold from the triples. 3 shots away for picking up the gold in the singles. Defending champion from 18 years ago. It's been 18 years since indoor bowls was in the NatWest International Island Games. How many more years might go before we see indoor bowls again? So that's why we wanted to make this event as special as we could for you all. He was trotting up after this.
Just over a yard.
Ali down the forehand. Wants to try and slot another shot in here. Close. Just run through, but it's not in a bad spot. If Ian reaches through this. People will be packing up, ready to head off home to their various different islands after tonight's finals and closing ceremony. Close here, very close, Ian. What a bowl, what a great bowl. He's not going to let her walk away with this easily. He's putting up a fight. I think she might be looking for the 1-2 down the forehand. Just looking what danger might be involved. Just having another look again, just seeing what the angle is. Going down the forehand. Going big. I'm going with time anyway. Watching it. Very close. One shot to Ian. Ali leads 18-13, and that's the first time Ian's won consecutive ends. Less than an hour to go here at the indoor bowls at the NatWest International Island Games 2023. So less than an hour to go before the completion of the 3 tournaments here. Open triples, the gold medals were handed out on Tuesday morning, along with the silvers and the bronzes, and after this 2 finals we'll see the awards for these 2 events, the open singles and the open pairs. All made lots of friends while we've been here this week, lots of contacts. Some amazing stories I'll have to take home from chatting with like the guys from the Orkneys and West Niles and Falklands and Inismon. Chatting to Riv from Jersey, the guys from Alderney. Chatting to David from Bermuda, who's going home with a bronze. He used to play over in England, hasn't played since the 1990s. It's certainly been a fantastic event to have been invited to be part of. That's a great picture there of the balcony at the top and all the people that are in watching. Good crowd in here at Guernsey Indoor Bowls Club. Well stocked bar if you fancy having a drink here, or if you fancy coming and having a go at bowls. They've got a have a go at bowls session on a Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock. Close here. A rest on the bowl. Yeah, made 2. Needs 3. Ian will be having a good look at this now. Leaving too much room for Ali here. Multiple world champion Ali Merian stands on the threshold of picking up 2 gold medals here this week. The only person standing in her way of that is her husband, Ian. Ian needs to score 8 shots before Ali scores 3. The press starting to arrive. A lot of pressure on the players as they finish their games to do interviews and have pictures taken. Well, Ian needs to be close. Can't afford to leave Ali much room the way she's playing. Is he reaching? Well, ladies and gentlemen, 2 foot of room there for a multi-world champion, current gold medalist in the triples, defending champion in the indoor bowls in the Island Games from 18 years ago. Has 2 feet to draw to give herself 2 gold medals from this week. It's on its way. It's down a good track. She's urging it on. It's making its way. And that's it. 3 shots to Ali Merian. She's the gold medalist in the open singles here at the Indoor Bowls at the NatWest International Island Games 2023. Your streaming team here has been myself, Janice Gower, and the lovely Joshua Merian sat next to me. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for staying with us on this stream. It's been lovely to be a part of all this. Well done, Ali Merian. Keep smiling.